Hello and namaste, it's Jewel from Goddess Creative here. Okay, so this one's a little update so I can let you know what's going on. It's March already. March is absolutely huge in planetary shifts. Huge month March is for planetary shifts. The majors are Saturn and Pluto, which are having major movements this month that will basically affect all of us. So Saturn enters Pisces, what I hear. I'm just taking this from what I've been studying from other people. Bringing more imaginative and like-minded spiritual people together, which is great, absolutely fantastic. It's what we need. And it's going to stay around for about 2.5 years, and that'll gives so much time for groups and organizations to come together. Like-mindedness, spiritual, yes, that more openness. Pluto enters Aquarius around the 23rd of the month. This is huge, a great transformer, and great for careers. This is such a big one because it hasn't happened it hasn't happened for 248 years or something like that. It's major, huge shift, huge changes, particularly if you're Taurus, like I am, going to notice huge changing and of your world, so of your life, unfolding, better things happening for career. Feel like we've been, well, I know myself, career-wise, I've been a little stop and start, all over the place. I'm still not settled. I want to be bringing you more readings. It's March already. I feel like I'm running out of time. I wanted to say thank you for your messages, and currently I am still looking for somewhere to move to live. The reason being is the noise around here. It's getting really hard for me to actually work, and trying to get a time that's quiet that I can deliver some content for you is getting trickier and trickier, because it is right in close confinement of other people staying. There's motorbikes, there's people sweeping and all sorts of things, and it's just really noisy. And it starts at 6:30 in the morning, which is not great, and I love my sleep. Sometimes I stay up late and I like to sleep in, so that's not very helpful because it makes one tired and hard to function the next day. But anyway, so I'm still looking at properties, been looking at all sorts of things. Things have gone nutso in Bali, and I'm sure they've gone crazy in other places, other places where there has been lower property prices. I bet you anything those property prices will not be low anymore, because that's what's happening in Bali. For me, I came from the Gold Coast in Australia, in Queensland, and we had some of the lowest property prices pre-COVID. Like for years and years, you could still buy a family home in Queensland, in Brisbane, for anywhere between 300 to 500,000. You can't get that now. It's non-existent. Everybody that was locked up and pinned down in the southern states moved up to Queensland, and they sold out down, much bigger property prices in Melbourne and Sydney, for example. The two major states, but there's other states, and the property prices were higher, so they sold out where they were, they cashed up, they came up to Queensland, and they could buy a property outright for 5 or 600,000, not have any mortgage. That's what happened in Queensland, and pushed all the property prices up. So they went up like twofold, really, in some places. So, especially close to the beach. So what's happened, and as everybody is realizing how expensive this is happening in Australia, I'm sure it's probably happening in your part of the world as well, how expensive the cost of living is in our own countries, particularly Western countries. Australia is one of the most expensive. Beautiful country, absolutely beautiful, but expensive. Food, petrol, living costs, all that kind of stuff. Rents went through the roof because property went up when rents went through the roof. You know, people were evicted and things like that because people almost doubled their rent prices. Things like that were happening. I don't know if that's happening where you are, but that's certainly what happened in Queensland. So a lot of people have up and come to places like Bali and probably Thailand and Vietnam because it's cheaper to live and you can still get accommodation that is cheaper and reasonable to live, particularly, you know, sort of semi-retired, retired, or even bringing families over, living the laptop lifestyle, working online, perhaps their company back at home or whatever, they can work remotely. Heaps of that is happening. Hence, property prices have gone through the roof here in Bali, just gone crazy. So as you know, I've rented out my 3-bedroom villa. It's more advantageous for me to do that than live in a 3-bedroom as a single person. It's just a waste. So I have been looking for a 1-bedroom or one or a 2 or something like that I could renovate, or, you know, whatever. Haven't been able to find anything. There's everything is gone crazy and gone through the roof, and the quality of properties are really bad, really noisy, moldy, things like that, because don't forget it's really humid climate and things have been just locked up and neglected for so long. The whole COVID thing, like last year we came good and basically Bali opened up in March, and it's only started to see some more fruitious times just since then, and it's coming back, but it's coming back and going crazy because everybody's moving here. Yeah, so that's what's happening there. Hence the reason it's been really tricky for me to try and find somewhere peaceful and quiet, where I'm still close to where I want to be close to, which is friends, to have my social connections, which I think is really important. Yeah, those are the popular places, so they've gone crazy, yeah. So that's what's happening. So I want you to bear with me. I am currently getting prices on digital assets. That's what I'm doing. So the readings, the tarot readings for them will come a little bit slower as my focus, because it's already the 3rd of March or 2nd, 3rd of March. My focus needs to be on the prices and getting this guide, this guide that I'm trying to put into place. That is more priority at the moment, because as I said to you, I feel end of first quarter, and we're there now, end of first quarter already, can you believe it? End of first quarter, we're going to have this run. Now, so from what I've been reading and what I've been getting for a lot of the altcoins is some of them will have that run come end of March. So that's why I'm trying to get this report done. I'm trying to do up a guide, some sort of report guide for you. So please have patience with that. That has become my priority because I've realized I need to get my shit together and get this out to you, but not only for that, because I will need to move different, yes, I need to physically move, but I need to move assets myself as well.